Hi there, it's Dave from Projex Academy here with a quick 2025-2026 update. So if you're starting your PMP preparation, you're in the right place. Our PMP Masterclass course is fully aligned with the current exam structure and the PMBOK Guide 7th edition. So what changes will PMBOK 8th edition bring? Well, to give you the big picture first, it will be combining practical tools with a modern, value-focused approach. It will be streamlining the principles and will also add AI-driven insights, while preparing project managers for today's dynamic challenges. So the PMBOK Guide 8th edition will reintroduce expanded content on the process groups and processes, while giving you updated project lifecycle information and enhanced appendices covering AI, project management offices, procurement, and with the project management principles being reduced by half from 12 down to 6. There is a shift from prescriptive to principles-based approach, emphasizing while underlying the use of core principles across various project environments. Now, with a principles-based approach, project teams are encouraged to tailor these principles to their unique contexts. This encourages adaptability and flexibility, helping project managers blend predictive, agile, and hybrid methods. So let's dive into a little more detail, since the 8th edition has taken the processes back to basis. It brings back the 40 processes for hands-on project execution, and it restores detailed tools and techniques known as ITTOs from those originally within the PMBOK 6th edition. And the new 8th edition addresses calls for practical, actionable guidance. So one of the key updates is the reintroduction of detailed process descriptions, inputs, tools, techniques and outputs, they're the ITTOs, which were de-emphasized in the current 7th edition. So this change ensures project managers have a structured approach with practical tools for execution. So here are the major changes aspiring project managers should be aware of. The return to a process-driven approach. As I've said, the 8th edition will include 40 processes aligned with 7 performance domains and organized within the same process groups as in the PMBOK 6th edition. Now this addresses feedback from practitioners who found the current 7th edition too abstract and wanted more actionable guidance. You've also got streamlined principles, taking the rather overwhelming 12 principles from PMBOK 7th edition, reduced to just 6 core principles, making them more memorable and practical for day-to-day project management. The 8th edition will feature 7 process-driven performance domains instead of the current 8, with a focus on governance, scope, schedule, finance, stakeholders, quality and resources. And in doing so, it will merge integration and communication into broader domains and will prioritize value delivery over traditional constraints, bringing us to what I've called embracing hybrid. The new 8th edition promotes flexible, agile and hybrid project approaches, something which had already started in the 7th edition, and moves away from the one-size-fits-all type of methodologies. It equips project managers for diverse, modern project demands. You see, agile and hybrid approaches have gained popularity due to the need for rapid iteration, flexibility and swift feedback loops. Teams have found that a mix of both plan-driven and agile elements often yields the best outcomes. These days, projects are relying more on digital tools for communication, analytics and automation. At the same time, teams are often dispersed across multiple continents, requiring project managers to be culturally aware and proficient with virtual collaboration technologies. There will be a greater focus on agile and hybrid methodologies, recognizing the fact that modern project managers need flexibility in their approach rather than rigid adherence to traditional or agile frameworks. For newcomers to project management, these changes represent the Project Management Institute's attempt to create a more practical, user-friendly guide that bridges the gap between theoretical principles and real-world application. The PMP Guide 8th edition, therefore, represents a significant evolution in project management best practices, reflecting the changing landscape of modern projects. So, you may be asking, what's still valid in 2025? Well, as you'll learn shortly, it's really the 2025 and 2026 exams that you're interested in here, and both use the 2021 syllabus, the current version, which of course is based on the PMBOK 6th and 7th edition. The exam currently is 50% agile and hybrid content. So even though the Project Management Institute is working on the 8th edition of the PMBOK guide, the current exam is still based on the 2021 exam content outline, with a mix of traditional and agile content. The Project Management Institute has introduced key updates to balance structured methodologies with a more value-driven, adaptable approach. So this edition reintroduces essential processes and tools, integrates artificial intelligence applications, and shifts the focus from rigid frameworks to performance-based domains. So what are the major changes to the PMBOK Guide 8th edition? What exactly is coming? Well, the latest edition aims to balance the structured approach of early editions with the principles-based focus introduced in the current 7th edition. However, traditional knowledge areas have now been replaced with what's known as performance domains, providing a more outcome-driven approach. So what's coming? PMBOK 8 is expected in late 2025. I'm recording this in July 2025, and the precise syllabus, therefore, won't be known or published until the very end of this year. Therefore, the new exam update would be early or mid-2026. Meaning, of course, you've got a full year from this point to use the current PMBOK Guide 7th edition all the way around to the middle of 2026 to prepare and pass your exam. Here at Projex Academy, of course, you get free access to all updates. So if you haven't already invested in our current PMP Masterclass 7th edition, rather than wait until next year with the launch of the 8th edition, you can use our PMP Masterclass to prepare for and pass your exams. If you invest in our 1-year membership, you will of course get free access to all the updates when we release our 8th edition Masterclass. The backdrop on that is that the 8th edition, although expected later this year, the Project Management Institute usually updates the exam months later. Once it changes, I'll update this course, of course, and you'll get it for free if you've already invested here in July and August 2025. So as I've said, you've probably got until mid-2026 to become a PMP based on the current 7th edition. Notable changes include the integration of integration management into governance, communication management into stakeholder management, with a stronger focus on business environment and value realization. The guide also introduces 6 core principles that focus on delivering value-driven project outcomes, emphasizing flexibility, collaboration, and continuous improvement. So you see, project success is no longer measured only by time, scope, and cost, but by the value delivered to stakeholders, encouraging project managers to assess both tangible and intangible benefits. So let's keep on the AI and tech focus. The 8th edition will integrate AI for risk analysis and scheduling efficiency. It addresses ethical use of AI in project management and leverages automation for modern digital projects. So to support the role of AI in modern technologies, a new section is dedicated to AI and its growing influence in project management. Topics include AI-driven risk analysis and decision-making, machine learning for schedule optimization, and ethical considerations when using AI in projects. When it comes to technology integration, new appendices in the 8th edition will cover artificial intelligence in project management, reflecting how emerging technologies are reshaping the field. This is particularly relevant for new project managers entering a technology-driven workplace. Organizations these days are increasingly data-rich, thanks to advanced analytics, AI, and digital tools that track project performance in real time. The 8th edition emphasizes fact-based decision-making, where project managers analyze data related to scope, budget, resource utilization, and risk indicators before adjusting their strategies. Additionally, the guide acknowledges the rapid digitalization of project environments, including strategies to leverage automation, collaboration tools, and predictive analytics to improve project outcomes. Bringing us to project management offices and procurement. You'll find that the 8th edition strengthens the project management office role in strategic governance. It improves procurement with sustainable ESG focus, and while aligning projects with broader business objectives. So the 8th edition includes an expanded section on project management offices, covering best practices with an emphasis on governance and strategic alignment. There is also enhanced guidelines on procurement strategies, vendor selection, and contract management, along with a new focus on sustainable project management, and as I've just said, while integrating ESG, standing for environmental, social, and governance principles, into decision making. So what about the new exam? Well, as I've said, the PMP exam stays exactly the same until early, most likely mid-2026, since PMI often uses a considerable overlap period when introducing new exams. Future exams will of course align with PMBOK 8 updates in the second half of 2026, but I thoroughly recommend you shouldn't wait till then. Early adoption of concepts will ensure your readiness, meaning that this PMP exam, remaining unchanged until at least early 2026, allows current candidates to continue studying with existing materials. And at some point around mid-2026, the exam will transfer to the 8th edition. So the new guide is essential for project managers seeking an updated approach to value-driven project execution, project management office leaders integrating AI and digital strategies, and organizations looking to align projects with strategic business objectives. So why should this matter to you? Well, it will offer newbies to project management practical tools for project success. It will equip existing professionals with both artificial intelligence and hybrid method expertise. It will have a stronger focus on aligning projects with strategic business goals. So in this brief review, I have explored the major changes to new principles, the role of AI in digital transformation, and the impact on project managers and PMP certification. So I say again, whether you're an experienced professional or just starting in project management, understanding these updates will help you stay ahead in an evolving industry. And when the PMP Guide 8th edition is published, it will be combining the best aspects of previous editions while embracing modern project management challenges. And in doing so marks a shift towards a more dynamic, outcome-driven project management approach. By integrating revised performance domains, reintroducing structured processes, and incorporating AI-driven tools, this edition will align project management with modern business needs. So as the PMP exam is expected to be updated in the future, early adoption of these concepts will help professionals like yourself stay competitive. With the final release anticipated in late 2025, early 2026, now is the time to familiarize yourself with these changes and prepare for the next phase in project management evolution. So my 2025-2026 study tips are: don't wait, the current exam is live right now, and you can use it all the way through to the middle of 2026. Use the Agile content in your preparation, and do download our bonus study planner. So don't delay your preparation. Our current course will guide you through what you need to do to pass now. And I've added a few bonus resources to make that even easier. So the way ahead, you're in the right place. Let's get started and reach out to me if you need help. You're in good hands, so I'll see you inside the course. Stay informed, embrace innovation, and lead your projects with confidence. So until we meet up, from me, Dave Litton at Projex Academy, it's bye for now.